prayed, you worked, and still nothing's moving. You start wondering, did I miss God? Is this just not meant to happen? But what if the impossible you're facing isn't a sign to quit, but an invitation to level up your faith? I work with kingdom-minded leaders who know they're called for more, but keep hitting walls that look immovable. I've seen God take a business from flatline to overflow. I've watched marriages restored, diagnoses reversed, and doors open that no man could shut. Not because of strategy, but because of faith correctly applied. And that's what you'll learn in this video. So if you like watching this kind of content, go ahead and consider liking and subscribing. There was a season where I had the vision, the prayers, and the strategy, but still nothing was working. I thought God had ghosted me. Then I realized faith doesn't work on our schedule. It works in His sovereignty. My breakthrough didn't come because I figured it out. It came because I stood on the Word until the Word became my reality. I was quoting all things are possible while secretly Googling Plan B for when faith fails. And the funny thing about faith is that we have faith in literally everything, anything. We have faith that the TV is going to turn on whenever we push the power button. We have faith that our car is going to start. Heck, we have faith that a comet's not going to come hurtling toward Earth. So when we're trying to actively apply faith, it just seems so hard. So these are the 3 laws of faith that move mountains. Number 1, faith demands vision before evidence. Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If you wait to believe till it's visible, it's not faith, it's fact. It's choosing not to have faith in something because you see it, but choosing to have faith in something even though you don't see it. That's why daily, it's good to speak faith over whatever situation it is you're facing. Whether it be a coming foreclosure to your home, the lights to your house being turned off, not knowing if you're gonna have money for groceries the next week. Have a vision of what you want God to work in you, or even a sin that you've been dealing with for years. Even though you still deal with it, even though you're still struggling with whatever it is in the moment, have faith that the victory is there. Have the vision of what it is that you want. You want to stop dealing with that secret sin? Start declaring vision over that. Start declaring God's word over that. Which leads me to number 2. Faith speaks when it doesn't make sense. Mark 11:23 says, speak to the mountain. Mark 11:23 says, for assuredly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things he says will be done, he will have whatever he says. So speak to that mountain. Speak to those bills, the money, the temptation. Declare faith over that situation or circumstance. Faith has a voice, and that voice builds worlds. You can't keep speaking fear and expect faith to grow. Life and death are in the tongue. So whatever you speak life into whatever situation you're facing, don't speak fear and death. Do it daily, do it hourly, but make sure you're doing it with the mindset that, hey, you may not have the faith right now, but you're wanting that faith. There's another verse in the word that someone was wanting to be healed by Jesus. And Jesus asked him, do you believe? And the guy said, I do, but help my unbelief. That means there was doubt. And the funny thing about doubt, we're gonna have it. But what we do with that doubt will determine your outcome. Because if you continue to live in that doubt, then faith will not have a chance to grow. So instead of choosing to pick up doubt, choose to pick up faith. Tell God about your doubt. Tell him, I have this doubt, So help that doubt. I'm choosing to believe in you. Help my unbelief. So number 1, faith demands vision. Number 2, faith speaks when it doesn't make sense. And number 3, faith obeys before it understands. Faith doesn't need clarity, it needs courage. I want to say 9 times out of 10, but if I think about it hard enough, I'm pretty sure it's 10 times out of 10 where God asks people to do things that they have no idea why or how they can even survive. If you look at Abraham, he's living the lavish lifestyle with his father. He has everything he needs. And then he hears God tell him to pack up all his stuff and go to a land that he doesn't know. He does it. Look at King David. God tells him he's gonna be king. And he goes through 2 decades of wins and losses where he defeats Goliath and is being pursued by King Saul to take his life. Yet they had enough courage to follow through and obey what God was asking them to do. And what is that? To be faithful. Remember, you are the one that moves first. God will confirm second. Whatever it is that God's called you to do, just do it. So let's recap. Faith demands vision before evidence. If you wait to believe until it's visible, it's not faith, it's fact. Number 2, faith speaks when it doesn't make sense. You can't keep speaking fear and expect faith to grow. And number 3, faith obeys before it understands. Faith doesn't need clarity, it needs courage. So if you're staring at an impossible situation, here's what I want you to know. The same God that split seas, raised the dead, and fed thousands still moves today. But he doesn't move for the double-minded. He moves for those who believe and trust when it's the most difficult. So go ahead and drop a comment. My faith says it's possible. And if you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit the Printify link to grab some awesome gear. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to stop doubting and start declaring. Because when faith shows up, the impossible has no choice but to bow. I hope this word found you well. Be blessed.